guys? Marliciamonroe, and if you have not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button over there, right there, down there. Alright guys, so as you see in the title, today's topic of discussion is going to be being in a situationship as well as leaving a situationship. It's sort of kind of a rant, you know, because I'm going off the top of my head, but situationships. A lot of us have been in them. A lot of us are still in them, and it's a funky thing, you know. It's kind of crazy. It's a kind of crazy thing because being in a situationship, you meet someone. You guys are kicking it. You might even be having sex. Might even be going on some dates. Might even be getting gifts from or giving gifts to one another. And it sort of feels like a relationship. But I guess you guys haven't titled it. To me, you're in a relationship if you're cooking for the individual, having sex with the individual, you're not talking to any other people, and it seems like it could be a solid foundation. But sometimes one person can be in a relationship and the other person can just be swindling around. Now, do I agree with having situationships? No, I do not. No, I do not. But we often get into them unwillingly, unknowingly, and it's something that you really have to pay attention to, especially when someone is courting you and they're making it seem like that's something that they would like to pursue. Excuse me. If you find yourself loving someone with all of your heart, giving all of yourself to them, as if you do have a title, as if you are their mate, but they just don't want to give you that. They don't want to give you that title because they want to appear as if they are by themselves, as if they are in a relationship alone, or as if you're in the relationship by yourself. It's time to reevaluate some things and understand your worth. And what I mean by that is, if you feel like this person will never give you the fulfillment you need, it's time to step away from it. There's no need to stay in something when your worth is not being recognized, when you're being treated as an option. It's time to walk the fuck away. And people's actions and words sometimes leave you conflicted. And I'll give you an example. You date someone, you start living with them, you're having sex, you guys aren't seeing other people, you're with this person 24/7, but when it comes to actually moving forward, that person doesn't want to. But they want you to stay around and do these girlfriend or wifey duties, but they don't want to commit to you. It's time to move the fuck on. Why invest so much time, years into someone, when they don't really show you the value, what you mean to them? It's time to step the fuck away. When you start to feel drained because you can't quite understand why this person doesn't want to commit to you. You don't quite understand why this person that you're giving your all to, you're showing love to. You don't understand why. Why don't they want a relationship? it starts making you question yourself and question your worth. Am I beautiful enough? Am I attractive to this person? Am I not smart enough? Am I not giving enough? No. That's where you need to stop. When you start having those thoughts, it's time to stop the situationship. It's time to stop, because you're now questioning your worthiness to yourself. You're questioning it based upon someone else's actions. It's time to move the fuck on. Like, really. If a person cannot give you the substance that you need to carry on, if they're not helping you with building yourself, it's time to move on. And people are tricky. People are tricky. They'll tell you they love you. They'll tell you they want you to ride with them. They'll tell you they're not talking or pursuing anyone else. They'll tell you that you have the best sex. You are the best cook. You're everything that they want. And then they'll tell you what you want, and you slowly start to be exactly what they want. But you're still not getting that. It's time to move on. It is time to move on, because people will leave you high and dry when they're ready to move on. And they'll be like, well, I didn't tell you I was in a relationship. I never told you I wanted a future with you. But hey, some of them do tell you that. They'll tell you, I want you in my future. I want you in my life forever. And then you have those that'll say, I just want to be your friend. After you have invested your heart, your time, even money, even love, that you possibly could have gave to someone else who would have appreciated it. Or even someone like yourself. Love on you, like, love yourself. Love who you are as a person, because the next time a situationship walks into your life, you'll know how to exit. Get the hell on. Get out my face, because that's something I'm not here to entertain. And like I said, the people's words and actions, some people will say a certain thing and do another. But you have those tricky ones that'll say one thing and do one thing that makes you think, hey, we have something going on here. I'm not with you right now, but I'm growing with you. I'm building a foundation with you. But then they'll turn around and leave you high and dry. And that's when your feelings hurt. That's when your heart feels like someone stepped on it, because you thought that that's what they wanted. They wanted to build with you. They wanted to love on you. But it's time to move on. We can't help people grow, and then they suck out all the energy from us and then leave us at their convenience. You know, people love to string you along for their convenience. People love to do that. But it's up to you to know that this is not for me. I'm not being held to the utmost value that I should be treated with. I'm not being courted anymore. I'm not feeling it. I feel a void. And after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and you're still not committed, you still don't want that commitment, it's time to move the fuck on. It's time to go. How do you get out these situationships? I'll tell you. Slowly back up. Slowly back away. And start questioning yourself as you do that. Does this person really want a future with me? Or do I even see myself being with this person longevity? Is this person filling me up with all the love I need? Is this person stringing me along just so they can have the greatness of me. You have to ask yourself these questions. And then in the midst of that, write down some questions you want to ask that person. Do you see yourself being with me? Do you want to build a foundation? Do you want to be this power couple that we should be setting out to be? Setting goals and achieving them. If this person cannot give you a straight answer, or if this person just straight up says, I'm not ready for a relationship, move on. Because you'll find yourself hurt at the end of the day. Situationships are not healthy because you start growing to love a person. You start being attached to that person. It's only human. It's only normal. Even if you both went into the situationship knowing that you guys weren't going to be together, being around someone and loving on them and cuddling and being with them, going on dates and trips, and you start to love that person. You start to want and yearn for that person. You find yourself not wanting to be away from that person. You find yourself thinking about that person 24/7 because your heart just doesn't want to deny them. But don't do it to yourself, because in the long run, that person that told you from the beginning they didn't want a situation with you or a relationship with you, they'll leave without any feelings or emotions. And then you're stuck. And you're hurt. And you're wondering, like, what the hell did I do? You didn't do anything because you were told. You were already told that this wasn't going to happen. Even if their actions were telling you otherwise. Their actions were telling you that they loved you. Their actions were telling you that you were the only one for them. They told you that they wanted a future with you. They told you that they love you to death. They told you these things. And it still didn't work. Build and focus on building the proper relationships in your life so that that will not happen again. Know what you want. Be by yourself for a while and figure it out. Do I even want a relationship right now? Do I want the ups and downs? Do I want the time to try to figure someone out? Sometimes you have to be alone. So when the next person come along, you'll know exactly what to say and what to do when this person wants more of you without commitment. And I'm telling you, I don't like situationships. I've been in it and I don't like them. Because both people, you start the lovey-dovey stage and you feel like, oh, well, since we're doing this now, maybe we're growing into a relationship. No. When you get that thought, that's when you sit down with that person. Oh, we're having sex. I'm cooking for you. I'm taking on family issues, as you may be taking on my issues as well. And you start feeling those emotions. But guess what? You're not a mind reader. Just because someone does something, says something, doesn't mean they're thinking that something. So take it from me. Know how to step away. And the way you step away is asking those questions. Because your self-worth isn't worth being diminished and destroyed by that other person's reactions or actions. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for hearing my rant. And please subscribe. And just know that you are the most important person. Your mind, your body, your soul needs to be all in one sitting. It needs to be all in one place and all in sync with one another. Don't let your heart overpower your mind. Everything has to work together. And know your worth. Love on yourself. If you need time to be by yourself, then do it. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. And I'm not going to say be alone because I don't like that word. Being by yourself without being in a relationship. Try it. I promise you, your standards, your self-worth, your self-value, you'll know those things. You'll feel those things. And then when other situations or other people come along in your life, you'll know just where to place them. Because everybody's not here for long term. Some people are here for seasons, and we have to understand and realize that as well. So again, I love you guys. Please subscribe and like. And thanks for listening to my rant. Bye-bye.